Today's class is designed to help you with any sort of PMS or period symptoms, such as cramps, backaches, or bloating. You'll need one block for today's class and an optional bolster. We're going to start today's class on our back, feet together and our knees wide out at our sides. When you find a nice, comfortable position, let's bring our hands down to our belly. Take a few centering breaths here. Deep inhale through the nose, using the belly and the chest and spreading through the collarbones. And then releasing all of that breath. This time, try to imagine you're breathing that good air in and focusing it in on your belly. I want to breathe in all of that good, positive energy and air to where our body needs it most. Last inhale. All right, let's bring the knees together. Give yourself a big hug. You're welcome to stay here in stillness, or you can move around, massaging your back, whether that's side to side, sort of a zigzaggy motion, up and down, whatever feels most comfortable for that area in your back that could be causing you some pain. All right, let go of the feet. We're going to grab our block. And we're going to lift the hips up and put that block directly under our sitting bones for a supported bridge. Releasing those arms, making sure your feet are about hips distance apart. Just try to relax into this pose with every exhale. Inhale through the nose and release. Not trying to engage any sort of muscles here. It's not about strength or stretching. It's really just about releasing and relaxing. Last breath. Let's lift the hips just enough to release the block. Set it over at our side. I'm going to bring my left leg out straight and bring my right knee in. Giving it a big hug in toward the center. If this is too big of a stretch on that left side, feel free to bend the knee. And then on your next exhale, we're going to bring the leg across the body for a twist. Keep that right shoulder down. Don't want it coming up off of the floor. Our knee does not need to come all the way down to the floor, just as long as it's crossing the midline. Take a deep inhale through the nose and let it go. Okay, bring that knee back to center. So bring the right leg out straight, left knee in. Give it a great big hug. On your next exhale, let's let it cross the body over to the right. This time the left shoulder is grounded toward the floor. We don't need it popping up off of the ground. And maybe you notice that one side, maybe it twists a little bit further than the other. And that's okay. Take a deep inhale through the nose and let it go. One more breath here. Bring that knee back to center. Maybe giving it one last squeeze before bringing both legs up into happy baby. Keeping our hands on the outside of our feet, whether that's the pinky toe side of the foot, maybe the outside of the shins. Either way, we want to find a good spot for our hands to bring our feet and our knees closer down toward the ground. Make sure to keep the sitting bones grounded. We don't want them peeling up off of the floor. You're also welcome to keep this still or make it dynamic. If you want to add some extra movement, you're welcome to rock side to side or up and down. Either way, just finding whatever's comfortable for your body today. All right, from here, let's set our feet down. We're going to sit up, find a nice comfortable position on our bottom. We're going to start with our feet together, peeling those feet apart like you're reading a book. Butterfly pose. Tall spine, engage the abs. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Let's add in a forward fold, making sure to keep the spine nice and straight, leaning forward. And once you've met your maximum, you can kind of let the head hang just a little bit, but be sure that we're not rounding through the shoulders. Leading with our heart towards our feet. Inhale through the nose and let it go. One more breath. Inhale, a nice long spine, and then on the exhale, maybe you can find yourself a little bit closer to your feet. All right, inhale back to center. We're going to plant the left hand, bring the right arm up and over for a side body stretch. Be sure to keep those right sitting bones grounded. Energy is through the hip and up out through the fingertips. You should feel a stretch all the way from your shoulder down through your hip and the side body. Switch it out. So right hand plants, left hand comes up and over. And release. And bring my knees close and tight here. Give them a great big hug. Now you can round through the shoulders, really trying to curl up into a very small ball. From here, let's sit up nice and tall. Do a couple of cat-cows. So inhaling, cow back. Our belly button is pointed toward the front of the room. And then exhale, rounding the spine for cat back. Maybe hugging your knees in again. Last inhale for cow. And then exhale, release. Let's extend the left leg out. We're going to leave the right foot here. Let's hug that right leg with our left arm. You can either stay here or bring the right arm even further behind you to create a little bit of a bigger twist. Make sure that you're not extending your head over your heart, keeping it directly in line with your chest. On your inhale, elongate the spine, reaching up through the crown of the head toward the ceiling. And exhale, try to deepen the twist just a little bit further to the right. One more breath here. And release. All right, back to center. Let's switch it out. Right leg goes down, left leg comes up. We're going to leave that foot here. Hug it in with your right arm. Option to always make it harder by bringing the left hand behind you. Still hugging that leg in. Inhaling up through the crown of the head, elongating the spine. And exhale, releasing or twisting just a little further. Keeping that chin over the heart. One more breath. Then back to center. Now we're going to find ourselves on our hands and knees here. So knees are going to be underneath the hips, about hips distance apart. Going into puppy dog pose, we want to keep our hips over our knees. We're going to bring the front of our body up and out a little bit and release the head down toward the floor. Take a deep inhale through the nose and release. Try not to make this a back bend where we are dumping into our lumbar spine, so nice engaged abs. And let it go. One more breath. Now we're going to come into child's pose. Option to just sit back here, find a comfortable position, or I'm going to do a supported child's pose today. Grab my bolster. Make sure my toes are touching, knees are out wide. And find a supported child's pose. So really relaxing, let the bolster maintain most of your weight. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And let it go. Let's come back to the imagery that we started with our belly breathing at the beginning of class. Make sure that we're drawing in our breath, sort of focusing it on that area where we may be having the most discomfort. Breathing in and focusing just below the navel. A couple more breaths here. You're welcome to stay in this position as long as necessary. Whatever's feeling most comfortable for you, whether it's this pose or maybe another one during today's class. Thank you for taking my class today. I hope you found some relief with your PMS symptoms, and may your yoga practice continue to thrive.